Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm going to test this. I think this is working. Please hold. My microphone decided not to work today. I don't know why. Just said no thanks. So I'm borrowing my dad's mic. So let's see if this works. Okay, is this working? Can you hear me good? Yeah, okay, everything sounds good. Oh, hello, Swampy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I plugged in my microphone. Was not working because it's always plugged in. It just wasn't working. No idea. Might need a new microphone. But hi, thank you. I'm Saros. Today, I'm going to be making a little duckling because I have a friend I have a friend I have from high school that I haven't really talked to them very much in university. I did like the first year, but they messaged me like a couple days ago asking me to come to their like moving out party, and I'm like, of course I will. So now I want to make them a gift. Just a friend. I met them in K-pop dance club in high school, but my brain stopped working, but they're 2 years older than me. I hung out with them a lot, but like I haven't talked to them in a while, but they messaged me, so I'm totally going because I like them. They're fun. They're a fun person. But I make people gifts. Yeah, what's your question? What's up? I'll start cutting these out as... Thank you. Oh, what cardigan was I wearing last stream? Hold on, let me... I don't remember which one I was wearing. Let me find out real quick. I can't. One of the multiple colors. That one, it's in the laundry right now. The like pink and blue and yellow one. That one is a Howl's Moving cardigan. That would make sense. A Howl's Moving Castle inspired cardigan. I think it's by Steady Hands. Hold on. Thank you. Yeah, Steady Hands. Of course, yeah, it's in the laundry right now, but I'll probably be wearing it more often because it's my favorite cardigan. Oh, they have a Howl's Moving Castle sweater vest? Sorry, I found the Steady Hands website. I haven't looked at it in a while. But I don't know if they have the cardigan anymore still, but I saw it on like TikTok, I think. I have lots of cardigans. I love cardigans. I have, I think, like 7. The one I have close to me is this one here. It's like a very soft fuzzy. This one is from Shein. Most of mine are actually from Shein. I have a long one with like that's black with a skeleton on it, like skeleton bones, and that one's also from Shein. Most of them are from Shein because it's best, but I have this one, this green one I've got, it's this one here. I don't know, most of my cardigans are in the wash right now because I just sort of wear them, but I wear them around the house, but I want to start wearing them outside more. But yeah, this one's good. I had to get it like an extra large, and I wish I got it even bigger, but I'm not gonna button it up. I'm a little warm right now. This is a thicker shirt I'm wearing, But yeah, lots of them I don't know if they sell lots of the ones. That's okay. You can ask as many questions as you want. I don't button up most of my cardigans either, so I don't really, it's not a... Yeah, it's a little... Yeah, no worries about it. It's just a little toasty, and my shirt's a little thicker, so I don't really want to put on too many sleeves. I'm a little warm because I'm stressed from my microphone not working. But I don't mind the questions. Oh, hello, Riley. Yeah, so again, most of the ones I get off of are Shein. They're... Again, I know Shein's not the best to buy from, but like, they've got decent cardigans. Other than that, thrift stores or, again, Steady Hands makes like anime inspired cardigans and sweaters and stuff, which is fun. But you can get lots of fun cardigans from like lots of like small businesses is where I would prefer to get mine. They can just be a little expensive, but I like soft knit things. I really should have cut these out beforehand. But I'm just cutting out all of the pieces for this little duck. I do have an amazing cardigan collection, yeah, but I will probably be wearing more cardigans. I've got a few. Do I have any? I think my Instagram, my personal Instagram, has a few that I wear. I'll be wearing more for sure though, because I love cardigans. But if you want to see what they look like more, you can follow my personal Instagram, which is __ ERIA __. That one, I have like little videos of like my outfits and stuff. So I will be wearing more cardigans during the week. And like the upcoming weeks, because it's winter, so I need to wear all of my knit things, you know? But I like soft comfy things, but I'm a little toasty right now. Otherwise I'd be wearing them. We're gonna see how much I can get done with this duck for as long as I stream today. We'll see. I also don't know, you can probably hear the paper cutting. But I'm in Canada, so it's like, what does my computer say? It says it's 5 right now. But yeah, it says it's 5 degrees right now here in Canada, and where I am in Canada. But it gets pretty cold, minus 16 Celsius and everything. Yeah, it doesn't get super hot in Celsius. It gets like maybe 30 at the most in the summer. But it also goes down to like minus 30 because Canada's just like that. I prefer spring-summer weather. It is pretty nice weather. It's not too cold, which I appreciate because then I can wear my cardigans and no jacket as well. Which is nice. I mean, because I drive to school now too. So I'm in university, so I can drive to my classes because they're just in the evening. So it's nice to not have to worry about bringing a jacket as well. When I take the bus, I like having extra layers because it's chilly, but so if I'm not talking, I'm trying to cut and not cut my fingers. Oh, you got my Christmas present early. That's nice. Thank you, Riley. I appreciate it. I mean, yours is... all of your presents are still in the works. I did want to get started on them, though, but I have other things I need to work on. But your Christmas present's coming. But I'm excited. I need to figure out the math for your presents, though. All of the... words? All of the quilt squares. They need some math for them. I also need to figure out how big I'm making your guys' bags. So I was gonna make mine first. Oh, fun side note. Instead of sewing yesterday like I wanted to, or like I was planning on, I spent all of yesterday working on making a cross-stitch pattern for the Minecraft painting of the skull on fire. Because I was looking online and there's like two... there's a lot of math. There's like two patterns for like the Minecraft skull cross-stitch, but like I don't really like them. I want them to be better than that. So hold on, let me see if I can add a photo real quick. Because I did like half of, because the picture of the Minecraft skull on fire has so many different colored pixels that it needs to be simplified a lot to be a cross stitch. And also the size of the cross stitch is only gonna be like 4 inches by 4 inches, like this big, comparison to my face. So it's gonna be tiny, so you don't want a lot of colors anyway, but I'm like, I want it to be accurate, you know? Try and find. There it is. This is, oh. It's very complicated. This is what I have so far. I gave up on like the mountains and the skull, but this is what I have, and then when I'm putting it in the program to make it a cross-stitch pattern, I have to simplify this even more, because then I have to pick from DMC thread patterns, like thread colors that match these, but not all of the colors are there because there's only like 300 and something different threads. So like not all of these colors are there. So then I have to like balance it out, so it's even less colors already than this. But this is what I've been doing. Going in being like, I like this color, okay, this color fills in these things, but yeah, that's what I did yesterday. I found it's really funny, it's just good. It's just a PNG because I just need some of it, but it's coming along. I'm going to make it look good, and then if I can do it quickly or make multiple of them, I will sell them, because cross stitch can get you a lot of money. Because like thread wise it's not a whole lot. I mean, there is gonna be like, I want to say like 30 different colored threads when I'm done, and that's gonna be like 30 bucks in threads, but like I'm not gonna use all of the thread when I'm making it. It's barely any. But if it turns out nice, then I will 100% be selling these for like 50 bucks, because you can get a lot of money. If you look at like finished cross stitch things online, they're like, some of them are like 100 bucks, and I'm like, this one's small, it's a lot of colors, but it's small, so like I could probably get away with like 40, you know? I don't know if anyone would want to spend more than 40 on it, but like, yeah, it's gonna take a while because cross stitch takes a bit. You know, my dude I've been working on this bad boy for like all of October. But the skull is like a quarter of this, and you can't see it, but above here is a little cat that I did in about a week, like a cat on a pumpkin. And so it's roughly a little bit more than that, so I should be able to do it. But I was gonna make one, and then I was also gonna make one this might not make sense to anyone that doesn't cross stitch, but I might make one for myself of the normal size, and then I might like double the size, so each square that's a stitch is actually like 4, so like each pixel is like 4 to make it like double the size. But that would take like twice as long because it's double the size, so I don't know if I'd actually would. It would just then at that point it would be like 8 by 8, which is a lot bigger, so it would take a lot longer, but it'd be cute, you know? And then there's also the other skull painting that's like a skull and like flowers and stuff that I might do. But yeah, they can get you, people sell them for a lot of money. If I sell them framed, I could probably sell them for $50 because it's framed. I'll have to look into that once I make myself one first. But oh, I didn't write any of these. Didn't write on these what color they're supposed to be. Hold on. Cutting these pattern pieces, and when they're small like this, sometimes they don't write on the pattern piece what they're supposed to be, and I'm like, I cut this out, how am I supposed to know? Yeah, Minecraft does have lots of cute paintings. So if like it turns out good, and like I can do like if I do lots of them, I do them small. But if I can do it good and in like a week, and I can sell them for like $40, then I totally 100% will. Cause like, yeah, sure, I'm taking a lot of time. It's been like 2 days, and I only had that much done of the skull on fire for like making the pixels. But I could also sell the pattern that I make after I'm done. So I could sell the pattern for like $5 because that's what people sell cross stitch patterns for, and I could sell the finished one for like 50. You know, a good business deal. I don't know if you can kind of see, but this right here is Tuna. She's hanging out with me. There's a big girl, big fish, big tuna fish. She's hanging out, and she just made a squeaky noise, and it was very cute. Isn't that right, Miss Tuna? There's her head. Hanging out with me while I do my crafts. Also, this song is Howl's Moving Castle, and it reminds me, the party that my friend is having for their moving away party is film themed. Dress up as your favorite film character. And I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, you know what I can do, and I'm probably going to do, because I have nothing else, I'm just gonna do like, yes, we do stand Tuna. I'm just gonna do like Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, but like sort of femme and like not quite, because I have the cardigan. If I have the cardigan and wear my pirate shirt, and then I just need some like black like dress pants of some kind, and I have the earrings, and I have part of the necklace, so I can make the necklace. And I was just, and like Howl's hair goes from like black to blonde and so I'm like, it can be 2 colors, it's fine. And then what I was going to do to make it even more Howl, because everyone loves our boy Howl, I was going to make a felt calcifer to just hold, because like I can. I found a YouTube video to do that. Yeah, and like, because I was like, I don't really watch like movies, and if I do watch movies, they're like historical movies, and I'm like, I can't make myself a Victorian dress in a week. I don't want to buy, especially because like, this is a party that I think Miriam is probably also invited to, so I'm hoping Miriam's going. Because, like, okay, and also, there's only not many of you here. This doesn't get out. The party it's for is, I think they go by Yana now? that's not what I knew them in high school, and last time I talked to them, they also went by different pronouns, but I checked their Instagram and I'm like, okay, it's Yana and they, them. But like, I haven't talked to them in a while and I'm like, I don't want to mess this up. But, cause like Miriam doesn't have any work right now and was also the one that ran K-pop club, so I'm like, God, I hope Miriam goes, cause it's like gonna be like a few people I know but haven't talked to in years, so I didn't really want to make like a full out, and I'm making this duck for them, but in my heart, if I feel too awkward, I'm not giving it to them and I'd feel bad. But like, does like this cut one? Yeah, but like, so I'm like, I'll just make like a little calcifer and then go to like Walmart and get some black dress pants, because I don't actually have black dress pants. I have 2 pairs of black jeans and like legging dress pants and like black leggings, but I don't have black dress pants. So I need to get some, and I don't have the material to make some, so. But I was like, I can pull off Howl. I can pull off like a femme casual Howl is what I'm going for. I'm totally gonna watch Howl's Moving Castle beforehand though, because I want to watch it again. But I was like, that seems like the easiest idea for something that I have already. Because again, I didn't want to buy anything unless it was like 1 or 2 small things from like a thrift store or whatever, and I didn't want to make anything. So like, you're cleaning yourself, Tuna. Clean the chat, lean this way, clean the chat. No. But yeah, so like, I was like, I can make a little Howl, like a little calcifer, because like, I want that anyway. I was like, I should make a calcifer, and then I was looking it up for like a calcifer plush, and the best one I saw was just a little felt made one, and I'm like, I do that already. But I would have done that this stream, but I want to get this done first, and I kind of want to sew the felt thing at work on Friday, because all they've seen me do is cross stitch, and I'm like, I do other things as well. Like, look at my other skill sets. So I was literally just gonna cut out all of the pieces and then take them to work and do it at work, because it's 7 hours a day. I'm like not doing a whole lot. Friday, my last shift at work, was actually pretty busy in the morning, but that's because there was a lot of orders to cut. So like, someone had 19 different fat quarters they wanted that I had to cut. Yeah, I gotta flex on my coworkers. But they had like 19 different fat quarters they wanted. So I had to cut each, like, my other coworker, I got there, my other coworker was like picking the fabric, the one that talks a lot. And so I was like, you know what? I can just cut it. I was like, do you want me to? She's like, there's other orders. And I'm like, I can just cut this. There's a lot of fabric you're grabbing. She had like, it was like a book she was flipping through to pick out the fabrics. And I was like, you know what? I'll just cut these for you. It was a good start to my day, because my brain wasn't working too good, because the day before I had just written like essentially a midterm. I don't think it really counts as the midterm, but it was essentially the midterm. So I was like, you know what? No brain. Let me just do a little cutting fabric for you. Have all of the pieces cut out. Now time to pull up the pattern. I love Leah Griffith felt patterns. They are my favorite. They're the only ones I use. But you have to, like, to download them, you have to make an account. But hold on, is there a top beak? Yeah. Hold on, I need to pull up. But yeah, Leah Griffith patterns, you have to pay $10. It's a $10 a month subscription fee, but it literally says on our website, it's like, oh yeah, you can subscribe for like, and then immediately download all the patterns you want and then immediately delete your subscription. And I was like, bet. Do you have that? It only says cut one of. Oh, the top beak is pointy. I see. That's the top beak. And that's the bottom. Okay. I had to figure out what I'm doing. We'll cut the top beak first. But yeah, so I downloaded a whole bunch of Leah Griffith patterns at one point, and now they're the only patterns I use. I used them to make the dragon, this bunnies, all sorts of things because they're so good. I made some of my dad's gluten intolerant. He has to be gluten free. So for his birthday, I think it was his birthday. I think it was his birthday, not Father's Day. I think it was his birthday. Yeah. I made him felt bread. I thought that was really funny that I made him bread that he could have because it didn't have gluten in it. I thought that was a funny little silly joke I did. A silly little goof. So. Good. But where are my fabric scissors? They're here. Big scissors. But I've got it. I had a fun time on Thursday writing my again essentially midterm for my cult class because it was called Create a Cult, and it was basically write about these different parts of like how you would create a cult. So like how you deal with dissent and stuff like that. And he was like, it doesn't have to have a specific like thing they worship or anything like that. Like it can just be like how you would deal with these things. It doesn't have to be a specific of like what they worship or anything. And so, you know, I ended up making an art cult that was pretty fun. So many of these. Okay, hold on. I ended up making an art cult where me as the leader, I'm going to talk as if I'm the leader of this cult because that's how I wrote it. Me, the leader, is mute except for when I'm speaking the word of our gods. We had just vague gods. But it was like, because in my head, if I was a cult leader, lots of it's like, oh, they have to put on an image the whole time to make them like appear as if they are this like godlike figure. And I was like, that would be exhausting. So what if you just don't have to talk? And when you do talk, you can plan it ahead of time and be like, well, our gods tell us this, and you can. So I was like, that's it. That's the key point. And then I was like, what else? Because I needed more context. So then it ended up being a cult where we recruited art students during like their midterms or finals in university, because that's when they're most stressed, and we recruit them by like giving them like advice and like money if they need it, and like things like that. Would just be like, oh yeah, like you need some more art supplies, of course, here you go, and like get them to join. I am a cult leader, thank you. And get them to join our cult that way and like let them move in. But all they had to do in return is create art with the like our God's message in mind. So like they'd have to create art to sort of represent our gods. And so but like, look, straight up, if I was a struggling art student and some person came up to me being like, hey, we will literally let you live in our house for free if you just make art spreading our God's message, and as long as it wasn't a really bad message, you bet your ass I'd be down. Like, free? You're gonna pay for my stuff? And like, the thing is, me as the cult leader, would then like get all of the money. There's a section of our cult that just like work as the business side, and they sell the art online and stuff to get money and like to spread the message, but it's mostly to get money and like stuff like that. And literally if it was like, if anyone like dissents or is like causing conflict within our cult, my plan was literally just to like speak to them one-on-one, because if I'm speaking to them, it's God speaking to them, and like it's our God speaking to them, and therefore they're more likely to like listen, but also to like infantilize them and gaslight them, fully being like, you're just too young and naive to truly understand our God's message. I was just like, God, I'd be a great cult leader. But I was like, that was my plan. And then it was, if there's any like outside not conflict, outside like pushback to our cult, it was just gonna be, thank you, it was just gonna be, you don't understand, art is subjective, you're looking too far into this, when in reality they were looking into it just the right amount, but like we would just straight up gaslight the media into being like, you're looking too far into the meaning of our art. Catholic gatekeep girl boss. Exactly, that was essentially my cult's message. But like, I wrote this letter as a letter, as if it was a letter to my successor as the cult leader. So I, as the cult leader, was writing a letter to my successor being like, you two will soon give your voice to God, and like, you will take over, and here's some like help for like, so like when you take over, you are not like alone. It's like, here's some advice, like, but like, don't worry too much about it. Like, I wrote it very much as if I, the cult leader, fully believed exactly what was happening. I was like, our artisans, the ones that get us the money, I was like, they'll deal with any of the resources we need, don't worry about that. Like, don't worry, that's not your issue, don't worry. And like, it was like, oh, just like lean on the community, because we also had members of our cult that could not live with us, but like worked as like art professors and like in art stores and stuff like that. And it was like, lean on your people, they will help you, like just like they rely on you, you should rely on them. And it was very fun. I had a lot of fun, and I hope I get a good mark on this. It's only worth 10% of my grade, which is not a lot. But Alan did say, our professor did say, he was like, I don't expect anyone to get less than 7%, like 7 out of 10. So, just do better than that. And I was like, okay, bet. I can do the bare minimum. But he was also like, make it creative. And I feel like writing a letter to your successor is pretty creative. My friend Tegan, he wrote about Eat the Rich cult, essentially. It was like a butcher cult where they eat the rich and everything is full of drugs, and like literally it's just like a full cycle. Like, once you get powerful enough, once you reach like enlightenment, they kill you and eat you. But if you're vegetarian, don't worry, you can eat the mushrooms growing off of the corpses, like the leader's corpse. And I was like, Tegan, that's wild, but also very fun. But he wrote his as if it was like a sort of like introductory manual to the cult, and I was like, that's pretty fun. That was a pretty fun way to do it. And then Juno, they wrote, I like the idea of theirs too. Theirs was also sort of an art cult, but in like a different way. They were essentially like trying to go back to like my hands are busy, the quote unquote old masters, you know, like the big famous artists that everyone knows. It was claiming that they were enlightened, and that's why they were so revered as like great masters. So if you want to be like them, you have to reach enlightenment. And to do so, you have to like follow the cult's ways. And like, if you want to become a great like a master of the greats, you have to follow the ways of like the cult to reach it, because they know the true like esoteric knowledge. And I'm like, this is wild. That's like a wild time. but I really want to, like, I wish we had just had like a class discussion about afterwards, like about the cults we made, because I would love to hear everyone else's and like how they wrote it, because I feel like the three of us wrote pretty fun ones, but I want to know what other people wrote and like how they wrote it, and if theirs was just as crazy as ours. Because we had 2 art cults and a meat cult, and I'm just like, I wonder if other people are also as weird as we are. Because I mean, we are the art kids that sit in the corner. There's the 3 of us that all have blonde in our brown hair. Me and Tegan have almost the same haircut. Juno's got like blonde dangly bits at the front. And we're always sitting back there doing art things. They're usually drawing. I'm the one taking notes, but also cross-stitching. And we just sit in the back corner. So like, I hope, like, I know we're the weird art corner, and I'm completely fine with that, and I love that for us. I just want to know if there's other weird art kids in the sense of how they wrote things. This was basically just writing fanfiction in like a fun, quirky way, you know? Fanfiction, but also it's for a school project, don't worry. Yeah, that's what I had fun doing this week. 2 of these guys, oh, but they're just so long, skinny blobs. Sorry. Well, my sister's bearded dragon got put down today. She wasn't doing too good, she was sick. So they took her to they've taken her to the vet a couple times, but she got put down today, which is sad. But to be expected, honestly. She wasn't doing too good. So many pieces. I thought this duck would be easy. Yeah, poor Beardy. She had like, wasn't eating good, and they didn't really know why. But it's sad, but what can you do? I just feel bad because I think Carrie lost all of her gerbils. I don't know, I think she lost all of them this year. Was it all of them this year? She lost at least a couple this year. And then now Ash too, and I feel bad. Oh, I didn't text my family that I was streaming. That's fine, they're aware. Speaking of animals, on a lighter note, my frogs are so dumb. These bad boys, so dumb. I was feeding them yesterday, and Hades jumped and bit my finger while I was putting Zeus back, and I was like, my dude, if you don't let me grab you, I cannot feed you. They're just real dummies. Not a single sop behind their head other than food. But they did get a snack worms on Wednesday. They got hornworms because Zeus was looking a little skinny. His fat folds weren't folding enough. So I went and got them. I went and got them when I was getting their crickets. I got them blue worms, the hornworms too. And they appreciated those so much that they didn't even eat the next day. They were like, oh, no, we're good. And I was like, okay. No brain, only snack. No thoughts, just cricket. They're such good dumb boys. I love them. You know what? I will cut out all of these pieces first because there's a lot of them, and then I'll cut out the final pieces. I picked these colors. I think these make cute duckling colors. Good to know. Okay, now to cut these out. Recently, I've been rewatching Slimesicle VODs, Charlie Slimesicle, where he plays the different, like, Dark Pictures anthology games, you know? I've watched all of them, but, except for I didn't realize he did Man of Medan this year. I would have watched that live if I'd known, but I think I probably when I was busy, it's fine. But, I watched him do, with Condi and Rambu, did the, oh, that's the front of the beak, that makes so much sense. The Quarry, that's the word, could not remember. I watched him play the Quarry with Condi and Rambu because watching people play those games together is so much more fun than, like, I love Markiplier and, like, Jacksepticeye. I love them, but, like, there's a certain like goodness to having them people play them together. Like, there's a certain, like, something that's just so nice, so fun. I recommend it. I recommend watching Charlie Slimesicle play with Condi and Rambu. I always watch Charlie's VODs. I think Rambu and Condi also had, like, were live streaming this, but, like, I love Charlie. I love Slimesicle. But they're so much more chaotic, especially when it's the three of them. But I watched that one, and then my favorite is their Charlie and Condi's playthrough of House of Ash. I love House of Ash with the aliens. It's probably my favorite out of the most of them. Cause then there's Little Hope. I don't care, that one. Like, I watch it and, like, it's good enough, but the fact that I know spoilers, I'm gonna spoil if you haven't don't know anything about the Little Hope and you want to. It's kind of old now, but, like, don't listen. But, like, it's kind of, because I know the fact that this is all just, like, a dream, it makes it less fun. It's all just like a schizophrenic, I feel like that's insulting, like a mental break. And, like, because I know that fact, it makes it less fun to watch. The first time watching that one through, I think I watched, like, Markiplier or something, it was like, whoa, what's happening? Like, who are these, like, monsters? What is people from the past? And then, like, you get to the end and you're like, it was all in his head! That was bullshit! So, like, it's not as much fun. I still rewatch them. I just don't rewatch them as much. But then, apparently, they didn't play Man of Medan. They, like, the first one they had done together was, Little Hope. And, like, they didn't play Man of Medan because nobody likes Man of Medan, really. I think I watched, like, Markiplier and, Sean play it, but, like, nobody likes Man of Medan, but that was, like, the first one in the trilogy, it's not a trilogy, it's a trilogy right now, because there's only the 3. But anyway, no one liked Man of Medan, and, like, to be fair, is shit. But, like, so is A Little Hope. But, Man of Medan is, like, apparently they did that one this year, which is exciting. So I watched that VOD, too. But, like, nobody likes Man of Medan, because Man of Medan is, like, literally in the prequel, because in these games it's, like, you got your little prequel, and then you get your main cast of characters, and in the prequel everyone dies, really. And then you got your main cast of characters. In Man of Medan, you figure out the whole plot from the very beginning. Like, from the prequel. You're like, it's hallucinogen gas. And then there's no, like, alien twist, monster twist. Like, nothing. It was fun hearing them, Slime and Condi, talk to each other while they were, like, split up, being like, oh, hey, that's actually me. And then they killed each other, but, like, it was fun from that perspective, but just in general, no, Man of Medan, like, I wanted to watch him play it, because, like, I want to watch everyone, I want to watch him play everything, but, like, yeah, it's just, it wasn't fun. It wasn't as fun, because, like, everyone just knows. Oh, that's okay. But yeah, so those are the VODs I've been watching recently. I was gonna watch other people replay. Oh, hello, what is that, Moody? Moo, thank you for following. Thank you. But yeah, I want to watch more. I love watching people play. Like, I don't play video games myself. But I enjoy watching people play them. So I think I have a lineup of a few more people playing. I think someone played Until Dawn again recently. I don't know if I watched it. I'll have to remember and look. And I think there's a few, like, streamers that have played the quarry and then I missed watching it, and so I'm gonna have to find those and play them. I think Olive Sleepy, I think they played it and I was like, I should watch the VOD, and then I haven't got around to it. I'll find it. But that's what I've been doing recently. I have some schoolwork I need to do. At work on Friday, they were like, finish all your schoolwork? And I'm like, no, I never do. And then I talked about how I had to do things on Friday night, because there's things due Friday night that I never do, and then I forgot to do it. It's fine. But for my Monday class, yeah, I think it was Jack. I think I've watched like one, but I kind of want to watch it again. It's just when Jack plays these games with the like Until Dawn type games like that by those people or whatever, he always has such strong opinions. Like, he didn't like the aliens at the end of House of Ash. But, like, I enjoyed it. I thought the aliens were fun. I was like, this is so much fun. Look at, they're aliens. But, like, they're ancient aliens. They came long ago. I'm like, this is so much fun. But Jack doesn't like them. I don't like as much. And I'm like, I get it. I respect that. But, like, I enjoy them. They really should stick to the next one they're doing that's coming out. Hold on. What's it called? I need to look this up now because I want to get my facts straight. Dark Pictures. The Devil in Me. That comes out. When does that come out? That came out? Like a couple days ago. It came out on the 18th. I didn't know. Then apparently, The Devil in Me came out. I want to watch that one. Did Charlie play it yet? Hold on, I need to look. Hold on. Because, like, The Devil in Me is like a murder house, from what I could tell. No. Charlie Slimesicle, please play that one. You're the only one I respect. In this sense. I'm sure. I'll have to look on YouTube when I'm done streaming. I'm sure other people have played it. Actually, you know what? Let me look now because I'm just curious. But apparently, The Devil in Me, it's the final one in the Dark Pictures anthology, but it's like murder house. I think from what it is they like go and visit the murder house of an actual like murder person, but then it's like spooky, like Saw-ish. I've never watched Saw, but I assume there's gonna be playthroughs of that coming out. Let me look it up. So far, if you look it up, it's PlayStation, and then some people that I don't know. I assume, you know, your big name. Okay, cool. I don't wanna watch any of the clips of these because I don't want to know how to kill people or save them. that's exciting. Excited for that. Well, excited for that to come out, because that means there's going to be playthroughs of it, and those games are usually like 6 hours because they're shorter. The Dark Pictures anthology are pretty short, so like one stream, maybe like 6 videos from like Markiplier, you know? But that should be coming out soon for people. Exciting. I enjoy them. I really like these games, the like choose your adventure sort of, like these ones. They're fun. I enjoy them. They also make good like background videos to when I'm making the pixel art, you know? But that's exciting. Now I have that to look forward to. So that's fun. I'm cutting out all of the pieces. It's been almost an hour and I've just cut out pieces for this felt thing. It's fine, I've been talking a lot. And also I didn't realize this was this many pieces, otherwise I probably would have done this beforehand. I should get into playing those Dark Pictures anthology. Hey Riley, when you get a PC, you want to play those games with me? I feel like they'd be fun. Like, I know the story, and I think they're like a little expensive, but I like if you get a PC, you want to play some games together sometime. See how many people we kill? I'd be down. I think that would be fun. Because they're one of the few games that, like, yes, good, cool. They're the few games that I feel like, even watching a playthrough after Christmas for sure, yeah. I feel like they're one of the few games that even watching a playthrough of, I still want to play. Lots of games I'm like, oh, like, I don't really want to play because, like, I've watched your playthrough, so, like, I feel like it's not fun, you know? If you've watched people play through it, you know what's gonna happen and everything. But with those games, because there's so many different, like, endings and everything, I feel like it would be fun to play through, like, myself. Especially because I'm not good at video games. Like, I'm not. We'll see how many people we kill. I'd totally be down. I got, side note, unrelated, not really, kind of, big girl. I went and picked out a new keyboard with my dad because this one that I'm using, this one, my keyboard I currently have for my desktop is the one that came with it. So, like, it's not great. And, like, the keys are slightly different spaced, but, like, close enough that it's, like, bothers me because they're slightly different spaced than my laptop, which is what I've done most of the typing on for the past 3 years. So it bothered me, but I was like, I want a new one with, like, better haptics, you know, better clickies, better, not necessarily noise clickies, just, like, feel clickies. So I got this really cute, I went out with my dad to, like, test out laptop, like, keyboards before he bought one for me, because I don't want him to just get something and then a month and a half later be like, actually, I hate it. But the one I got is the Logitech Pop keyboard. It feels like a typewriter. Let me, while I'm talking about this again, let me pull it up. It's super cute. I love it. It feels like a typewriter, and it's so good. It's also cute colors, and it was on sale for only $100. But, like, hold on. This takes me a hot minute to. Why won't you show? Hey, screen capture. There you go. It's this one. Look at how cute this is. It's got cute round buttons and it's cute colors, and it, like, it doesn't make that much noise, but I've got long nails and they make the clickies that I need. And like these buttons here are like interchangeable like emoji keys, which is fun. I don't know if I'm gonna use them, but like it's nice and cute and small and like clicky. I love it. It's so cute. It comes in like, this pink is pretty cute, but it's not quite my vibe. And this one's not my vibe either, but this one, 10 out of 10. Good keyboard. So I won't get it until Christmas because it's my Christmas present from my parents, one of my Christmas presents from my parents. But it's so cute. I was basically like, I want this list of things, unless it's a cute keyboard. And then that list of things means nothing. Because like I wanted it like small and like compact so I can move it around better, and like I wanted it to make clickies when I type on it. But then this one is like kind of thick and doesn't make clickies. It's small, but like it doesn't make the clickies noise as much. But and it doesn't light up either, and one of the things I wanted was light up, but it's brighter colors so I should be able to see it better in the dark. And I was like, you know what? It's too cute to say no to. I love it. The little mouse that they have that matches it is awful. It's meant for people with itty bitty hands, and I do not have itty bitty hands. You can't really tell, but I've got pretty big hands. So like it was an awful mouse. So I didn't need to get that, but because my mouse I've had for like, I think since high school I've had this mouse that I use. It's an old mouse, but it still works perfectly. So I mean, the grippy bits I did have to super glue on again because they fell off, but it still works perfectly. But I'm very excited because they had like when I went to Staples and they had like a test one out and I was using it. I'm like, this feels like a typewriter. I'm in love. And honestly, that's how I go through my life. I'm like, well, there's this list of things I do want, but on the other hand, if it's cute, then I'll get it. So, but yeah, I'm totally down after Christmas. If you want to play video games together, Riley, I am totally down. I do nothing. I do nothing most days anyway. I did tell my work that I was more free during December and gave them when, so I don't know when you're... Oh good, exciting. I don't know when you're gonna have like your birthday party or anything, but I told my work literally is only open Tuesday to Saturday 10 to 5, so other than that I'm free, but I also said I needed the 20th off, which is that, I don't remember if your birthday's on like I feel like your birthday's on a Monday or Tuesday. I can't actually remember. It's on a Tuesday. Okay, so I said I'm busy on the 20th as well. So whenever your birthday is, as long as it's either Sunday, Monday, or on your actual birthday, or after 5 p.m. I'm free. Because they schedule me, they do schedules at the end of the month for the next month. But when I'm in school, it's only Fridays, so that's fine. But I told them, hey, my classes end this day, and I have a test on this day and this day. And then my classes start up again on this day. So hopefully I can get more shifts. I think the 18th is the Sunday, I think, and the 20th is the Tuesday. So I'm good. I'm fine. You should probably figure that out soon for the other friends that have trouble planning things. But I should be free for it. Cut out all the brown, and now to cut out this soft yellow. It's a very soft yellow. It's been like an hour and I'm not even done cutting things out. It's fine. But yeah, hopefully I get more shifts at work. Because so far, I've worked there for almost 2 months and I've had 5 shifts. Which is totally fine by me. It's 1 shift a week except for Halloween I booked off, and last Friday was Remembrance Day, so I didn't have to work then. So like, completely fine that I don't work those days. But I would like more money. Yeah, sounds good. So hopefully I get more shifts, and then and then I go back to school and it'll be only Fridays again. until like April, and then I'll probably be like, yeah, okay, here's all of the days I'm busy in April, and then here's all the days I'm busy in May and June and July. But other than that, I'm free because they're so nice. I love them there. But I need more money, so these pens aren't working. Hold on. They don't want to draw on this fabric. I think I need a Sharpie. Didn't find a Sharpie, but I found a few other pens. Let's see which one of these works. Good enough. I never actually showed y'all the duckling I'm making. I can do that real quick. Hold on. If I can get screen capture to work again. Yeah, this is the guy I'm making. This guy. Very cute. This is the instructions. Oh, look at you, got a little snoot nose. Ah, cute. But I'm still on step 2. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. I wish I had some things are like, oh, you can use like your, I think like Cricut to cut out felt from like patterns and stuff, and I'm like, God, I wish. Or like a mini rotary cutter, because X-Acto blades don't work too well with felt. I need like one of those tiny little, I think we have a mini rotary cutter. I just need like a mini cutting mat then. I should look into that, because that would be nice and helpful. I don't want to be at school anymore. I'm just thinking about all of the school stuff I have to do, and I don't want to do it because it's boring. It's all like education stuff, but the only class I like is my cult class, which I'm doing pretty good on. But then my other 2 education classes are awful. Like there was the one I had on Wednesday, my online one, that I was messaging my friends about, because we had like a guest speaker, and I hadn't gone to the last few because I was busy, and I was like, I'll just watch the recordings, it's fine, whatever. We had a guest speaker, and I was like, I didn't know we had a guest speaker. I probably wouldn't have gone if we had it if I knew we had a guest speaker, because she is like the president of the online school of Alberta, I think. President? Sure, whatever. I can't, it's fine, the words are hard. But like, there's like maybe 20 of us in the class. There was only 9 of us in the Zoom meeting because there's not a lot of them. Like nobody wants to go to these Zoom meetings, which I respect and I understand because I'm one of the people that doesn't go to these Zoom meetings. But that means we had to like introduce ourselves at one point, and I was like, that's completely fine. Except for the fact that it was a little awkward because she's like, save the next person you want to like introduce themselves. And like, I don't know anyone in this class, so I was just like, pick a name. And like, that was fine. What was not fine was the fact that she kept calling on us. And I was like, hey bestie, I didn't agree to this. I don't like being called on in class. This is my least favorite. I have so much anxiety. Yeah, I'm gonna be a teacher, so what? Doesn't mean I'm okay with you calling on me randomly in class, especially when I'm only half paying attention, because online synchronous classes are not it for me, baby. Can't do them. I could probably teach them just fine, but like participating in them, no thank you. But I hate being called on randomly, because it's like, hey bestie, I didn't put my hand up, which means I don't know the answer. Those were always my least favorite teachers. teachers that call on you randomly, because then it feels targeted. It might not be targeted, it probably wasn't targeted because she called on everyone a lot, but it definitely feels targeted whenever a teacher calls on you by name and you didn't have your hand up. It's like, no thanks. And like, I get, like, in an online class you need more engagement. I understand. Does not mean I approve. If I ever have to teach an online class and I want people engaging, I'll just, like, yeah, it was awful. I'll just, like, have it literally, if the students can tell it is completely random that they are being called on, they are much more likely to be, like, accept it. Like, if someone, like, I had a teacher, my morning teacher this term that I don't have anymore, he would, like, have popsicle sticks with our names on it. If you pick one of those, I'm completely fine if I'm called on like that, because I know it's completely random. There's no targeting, there's nothing like that. I can't, like, it's completely random. That's fine. It's when teachers don't do that it feels targeted. Like, if she straight up put all of our names on, like, a wheel online, spun that wheel every time she wanted to call on a person, I would accept that. I would be like, this is a fun, engaging way to, like, have your students be engaged in the classroom activities and, like, make sure that they're, like, paying attention if you literally spun a wheel to ask questions. But, like, just picking on us? No thank you, do not like. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. And then she also, like, at one point she was just like, oh, I want you to, like, let your students know if they're going to have to answer, like, do something so it, like, eases the anxiety of some students. And, like, I would ask you, like, I said that when you'd have to, like, answer these questions, and I'm like, yeah, but you're still asking us questions, which is the most anxiety. I don't mind having, like, a group written thing. Yeah, it's, like, still scary when it's random, but also, like, I feel like you are more okay with your teacher. It feels more like a setting where you can say, I don't know the answer, versus when a teacher calls on you, if you say, I don't know the answer, it feels bad, you know? But yeah, she was like, yeah, I'd, like, let you know, and, like, I would ask you to do, like, I let you know early in advance that I'd ask you to do something, and I'm like, yeah, but you still asked us questions. Most people are completely fine if we have to just, like, collectively, I don't know if you know what a jam board is. I've learned about this year. It's like a Google thing where it's like everyone can work together and, like, make, like, sticky notes. It's essentially a digital whiteboard is what they're calling it. You can, like, write, like, little notes and sticky notes and everyone can put them on or whatever. My online teachers love jam boards. I don't know why, but but yeah, so, like, it was like, I'm completely fine randomly being, like, told out of nowhere that I have to write on a Jamboard, cause, like, it's different, like, that's fine if you can write on that, like, it's not as personal. I don't like randomly being called on, because then I feel like, because it's my perfectionist gifted kid brain that's like, if I don't know the answer, I am wrong and bad, and it's bad and I'm gonna fail, which is not true. That's just your brain being dumb. But, like, as much as I know that, you can't fix it sometimes. And, like, yeah, so I'm not going to my last online classes. I'm just not doing it. I'll watch the lectures, like, afterwards, but, like, because she's supposedly, I don't think she's gonna be here next week, but I think the week afterwards, and I do not want to be in the same online vicinity as her. I'm like, I swear, as a future teacher, I will never make my students do that. Or I will fully be okay with them saying I don't know, and make sure my students know that it's okay to say I don't know, because that is something that I need to learn, and it's hard. So I want to make a classroom community where kids are completely fine being like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Rather than stuttering through answers and making guesses. that's something I'll work on when I'm an actual teacher. The fun times. I'm almost done cutting things out. Yay. But yeah, like there's so many things like even professors do that I'm like, and this is why I'm going to be a teacher, so I can be a good teacher and not like you specifically, one random university professor I have. But I mean, I'm going to be student teaching in art classes, which fun, but also like a little stressful. But it's also just like from doing everything's like very online, technology focused. I'm very much constantly thinking about ways that I can bring technology into the Alberta high school art curriculum when I'm teaching, when the curriculum is from like 1980 something. I want to say 87. I think the art curriculum in Alberta is from like 1987, something like that. So like technology wasn't really a thing. But nowadays, being an art student, like if you want to go into art, it's gonna be digital art. So like having at least some basic knowledge of digital art, it will be very helpful for students, and also like more fun. And like if you want to do like a nice easy digital art, pixel art, because you just do that with your mouse. That's what I've been doing for my Minecraft skull. Like you don't need like a tablet or a touch screen or anything like that. You just need a mouse and a free software. But so like I sit here sometimes and I'm in my education classes and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be a good teacher, and then like I listen to these teachers talk and I'm like, never mind, I'm gonna be a better teacher than you. Because God, as much as some of them are professors, they're not great. Or they don't understand digital like the digital community. They didn't grow up with it. Thank you, I'm honored. I hope to be a good teacher. I hope that when Emily has kids, because she's the one I know for sure will have kids, her kids go to whatever school I teach so I can teach her kids. Because that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun. I like to think I'd be a good teacher too. I mean, it helps boost my ego when all of the feedback I get from my education classes are like, "You're doing great, sweetie," and I'm like, that doesn't help me, bestie, but okay. Boost my ego, but doesn't make me do any better, that's nice. But I mean, I did pretty good in my morning education class that I had. I think my grade was like I want to say an A minus maybe, which is one of the highest grades I've gotten in university as a final. And I was in my CTS teaching class, where almost everything that was graded is based on like your teaching ability, so. And like my prof for that class, he was great. All of his feedback for me was like, your tone of voice and everything, like you need to work on like your speed a little bit. Not like speed of how much content you have, not necessarily how fast I'm speaking. And I'm like, thank you. And I'm like, I feel like I speak too fast sometimes. But I think I slow it down when I'm teaching because I know I need to slow it down so people can understand and follow along. I don't know if you've noticed, I think I've done that a few times when I'm like teaching things on stream. I don't know if it's very noticeable because I don't do like teaching things on stream a lot. Or in like my videos and stuff, but I think you can tell when I slow down to like teach something because it's very much like, okay, so next we're going to do this, and like it's because I'm neurodivergent. I think that helps. Honestly, I think that helps teaching, because then, especially because all of my subjects that I am in school to teach are like hands-on, like arts and fashions. It's all very hands-on, and teaching hands-on stuff is helpful when you know how to slow it down step by step. And my brain works best when I put everything in minuscule tiny little steps. And I'm like, okay, so first I need to wake up in the morning. So like I think that helps actually, you know, the neurodivergence of having to like split everything up into tiny little steps to do it, I think helps. I've got everything cut out. It's a little duck. Just give this. No sewing. No sewing needed. Just duck. Okay. Now what do I need to do? I need to sew things. Yay, duck. I need to sew wings onto dark wing patches. Not even the wings yet. Are these supposed to fit perfectly on here? They are. I clearly didn't cut them that way. Duck. Now I need to sew that on. It just says stitch all the felt details onto the body. I'm gonna sew the little dots on after I sew the big wings on. Okay, hold on. Nice sharp, English hard. Nice sharp fresh needle. Actually, no, it's fine. I'll use this one. If I can untwist this correctly. Hello? Should I stitch that raw edges? No, it's fine. Okay. That won't get me very far. I'll leave this for the eye stripes. Yeah. I want to watch more anime. I just don't know what to watch. Cause like, it needs to have. Well, I guess I've gotten pretty good at not looking at what I'm cross-stitching, and maybe it doesn't even need to have English dub. I need to watch FMA. Hold on, I'm gonna start writing a list. If you have any anime you want me to watch, let me know, because I'm legit pulling out my sticky notes to write a list. I need to watch FMA, refresh my brain on FMA. If I can spell FMA, it's literally 3 letters. I'm fine with anything. I've watched a lot of different animes. Anything you think I should watch. I've got both FMAs. Oh, I wanted to rewatch Bungo Stray Dogs. I only ever watched the first season, and I liked the first season. I just stopped watching anime before I got to the second. Bungo Stray Dogs. Ooh, Mob Psycho? I'll write that down. I need to get Carrie's login to Crunchyroll again. I'll add that to my list because I want to start watching more anime. Because I need background noise, but I've gotten pretty good, again, like I said, I've gotten pretty good at cross-stitching without just staring at my cross-stitch the whole time. So I should be able to watch anime that's just subbed, not dubbed. That was my problem. I stopped. Oh, I need 2 threads. Oh. I stopped watching anime because everything I wanted to watch didn't have a dub, and I couldn't watch it while I sewed because I can't read subtitles when I'm not looking at the screen. So I just stopped watching anime. But I'll have to get back into it. would you do this to me, Thread? I loved you. Oh shoot, I don't have a cosplay post for this week. Dang it. Hold on. Normally I post every Sunday, but I skipped last Sunday because we were gonna do it like every other week, but I don't have another post. I have an English dub. Nice. I'll check it out. Just also because I feel like kind of an imposter going to anime conventions being like, I haven't watched anime in like 5 years. I did it, okay. This is why I don't take multiple threads out this way. I was a fool. I was too used to cross-stitching. Oh, I need to figure out a time when we can go take those haiku photos. Yeah. I haven't read manga in even longer. It's been so long since I've actually read a manga. It's been so long since I've read an actual novel, you know? Any sort of physical book. But I have on my wish list some books about like mythology, or I just wrote any good religion book because I like learning about that sort of stuff and I want to become more educated, you know? But like I don't want to read like textbook. Why is my handle like that? Or whatever. I don't want to read like textbooks because I hate textbooks. So like if it's like a book for like junior high, you know, lower reading level. But like, I don't know, something about putting down everything to read a book is just not worth it. So I just haven't. I figure my schedule's out because I need to like work on a good schedule. So that way when, like just personal life schedule, so that way when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, I can play it, you know? I need to actually make myself a normal human schedule. I started stitching and I don't actually remember if I'm doing the applique stitch correctly. Good enough, actually. You know what? It's fine. I am doing it correctly. Like, I get ready for work. Oh, have fun. I'll be here for probably not a lot longer. Maybe half an hour. What is that? 3:30-ish? But try not to get too many bad customers. That's all I can hope for you. Go work at a small business. There's no bad customers. Everyone's just a sweet old lady. Actually, that's probably just a quilt store thing. Go work at a quilt store. Everyone's just a sweet old lady. Work can't suck if there's no one there to make it awful. Ah, grumpy old men are the worst. Me and Juno were bonding over how crazy people get over their pets because Juno works at like Global Pet Foods, I think. And I was just like, yeah, Working at PetSmart 2.5 years, people are crazy. People get very whack over their pets, and it's not fun. I assume it's, honestly, it's probably similar at grocery stores. People are just whack, and honestly, I've always said, people should have to work in retail. Like, it should legally be, you have to work in a retail for at least a year before you can work in, like, an office job, and then go and complain about retail workers. Because you don't know. You don't understand. Hey, Karen, you don't get it. I hate old ladies. Just in general, most of the time. The nice old lady quilt people. True. General public is whack. But that's why I say everyone should work retail first. Before you can get a job anywhere else, you should have a year, like, it should be, hey, you graduated high school? Cool. Now you go to get a work retail before you need to work a year in retail before you can even get an office job. You need to be able to learn to respect workers before. I mean, that doesn't always work. There are some crazy workers, but it would mellow down some people. Working like chain store retails where corporate doesn't give a shit about your life. Nobody cares. You're forced to just do what they want because it's your job and you're getting paid for it. Yeah, sure, some people will yell about you about cleaning things because apparently they don't want their stuff to be clean. It's fine. You're getting paid. Stitching a wing on. It's very fun. I don't know. I'm losing all of my topics to speak about. I don't have a lot else. This is a cute little duck. I'm very excited. It's gonna be very cute. I hope that they like it. I'm like, what do you give someone that you haven't talked to in like 2 years that's moving away? Because I have to give you something. It's in my nature. Have a duck. Have a little duck. I don't even know where they're moving away or why. I just got like a DM being like, hey, having a moving away party. Do you want to come? And I'm like, yeah, of course. It's fine. I'm trying to be a social person. I'm not typically a very social person. Let me sit farther back. See if you can, if I sit farther back, you might be able to see what I'm doing better. Yeah. I think you can still. There. Make those memories. Make connections. Network. That's what I don't know. If I get sappy about it, it's that I feel like I missed out on a lot of things because I didn't have like the, you know, typical large high school friend groups that are like go out partying and do all of these things, and like I'm very introverted, so I'm like, oh, I don't really want to. So that's why I'm trying to, when I am 21 years old, I'm trying to be more outgoing with everything I do because I'm like, I want to make memories, you know? I want to do fun things. Oh, real quick, side note, I got some fabric from my work for my mom for Christmas because I don't know, I'm gonna make her something. There's a few, like there's some other stuff that I want as well, but I saw this because it was a fat quarter, so it was only $5, and I was like, I need it, and look at it. Look at this fabric. It's Pokemon. It's so cute. I think I'm gonna make like a pouch or a pencil case or like some bag of some sort. I don't know. It's adorable, and it was $5, and it's so cute. A big stretch. I also got like a cream color to match it. It's so adorable. It's it's so cute. I don't know what I'm gonna make out of it, but I said, you know what, who enjoy this? My mom. I think I showed her a picture of the fabric online, and she thought it was cute. And I was like, perfect. Now what do I make out of it? Not a clue. But it's adorable. It's so good. But I saw it in the fat quarters, and I was like, I need it. Because it's already pre-cut, and like I can make some sort of pencil case pouch out of it. Just a tiny pencil case. You wouldn't get any of their faces too good. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. I bought it, and I was like, I'll figure it out. And I bought like a fabric to be like a lining for it that's like the same, like I think like oatmeal color. Hold on, I think it actually says. It's like a beige. Vanilla, sorry, it's vanilla colored. But it goes with like the border around all of the Pokemon. So I was thinking maybe some sort of like big pouch, big bag. So that way she can like, I don't know, put like her 5 different phones she used for Pokemon Go hunting in. You know, something. Just because it's adorable and she likes Pokemon, so. I'm also thinking about making a Christmas quilted table runner. Because there's this one fabric at my work that's, I think it's called Meowie Bright. Or like Meowie Christmas, something like that. But it's like poinsettias with like little black cats hidden within it, and it's so cute. I love it. And I want to do something with it, and I said, you know what I can make? A table runner. Because then I can also quilt that with my machine just fine. It's just, big quilts is hard. But I can just like either machine stitch or hand stitch, and it's not that big. But I do need to figure out what fabric and everything. Like all of the different fabrics I'll use for it, because that's the main one, because it's so cute. Bye, Riley. See you later. Sometime. But yeah, I want to get into quilting. Working at a quilt store is hard when you just like pretty fabric. I'm just like, it's all so pretty. I need it. What will I do with it? I don't know. Because I need like 2.5 meters to make a shirt. So like, I don't want to do that when the fabric costs like $20 a meter. But I don't know. I'll probably get into quilting like next year. I mean, with all the stuff I'm making, that's the idea of getting into quilting. Getting into quilting fabric is not necessarily quilting, but you know, close enough. I need to sneeze, I think. It's fine. I don't know what else to talk about. I have no more topics. I don't know. I've talked about everything I'm doing. It's the problem. Nothing else to talk about now. want to, one of my goals, I need to write a list of things I want to make for myself in the new year, because like I want to crochet my own cardigan. I haven't yet. I want to make like granny squares, crochet my own cardigan. I haven't yet, but I really want to. I also saw a pattern online about crocheting fingerless like cat gloves. They're like fingerless and they have cat paw pads, and I'm like, I'd wear those. And people always get on me because I don't wear gloves because I hate the feeling of gloves. But if I made fingerless cat gloves, I'd probably be able to wear those, and at least the palm of my hand would be warm, you know? But we'll see. I need to use up my yarn. I haven't finished my white bunny hat. I should wear hats on stream, just because I can. I got my little bunny ear one. I'll do that. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, I made a bat for Riley's boyfriend, and apparently he liked it, which is good, but it was his birthday like last week, 2 weeks ago almost, and she said his favorite animal was a bat, so I made him a stuffed bat from BZ Arts, I think is their name, and it's so cute. I'm gonna make more bats at some point. Wait, hold on. Mega bat with Pokemon wings. That's an idea. that's an idea. Writing it down. It would have to be big, and I'd have to like, I'd maybe have to fussy cut all of the Pokemon to get them on there nicely and make it like a little bit of a collage. I might do, I'll look at the pattern actually for that bat and compare it to the Pokemon, and then see. Because I think we have like a light whites and creams, and that would go with it. That could be pretty cute though. That's an idea. I also need more money I need more shifts at my job so I can get more money, so I can actually buy the fabric, so I can start like a little small business and actually sell things. Because like I was doing the math, and I'm like, starting up I need like $300 worth of fabric so I can get like a decent amount of like supply. Because then that's a couple of everything. That's like a couple of everything. For like $200 I can get like 5 different fabrics and get a small amount of everything. Because it's like, I'm trying to think small business numbers. I'm like, everything's handmade, so like I don't need large numbers, like a large amount of things. Hold on. My mom came home and she's letting the cats out, but I think this one's too sleepy. But yeah, I need more money so I can get the fabric to start up a small business. And then if people like it, I use the money I get to make more things, and it works. But like, You're pretty to girl too now. I need to like open up a new account for that. I need to open up like a new bank account for like if I make money off of like online things, you know? My side hustle, as people call it. Are you waking up, Tuna? She's a good sleepy Tuna. I'm gonna go finish this wing, this side of the body, so put this on. It's cute, and then I'll put the dot on. And then I'll end stream, I think. You're not gonna get up, Tuna? Okay. Not a very long stream, but it's almost hit 2 hours and I'm running out of words. Which means I think it's almost the end of the stream, you know? That's roughly what happens. But I need to work out. I probably shouldn't message my sisters now. They are mourning their lizard. But I need to figure out a day when we can go and take cosplay photos because I'm running out. Okay, so that's this wing done. Let me just tie this up. Here and here. And then it's a wing. Very cute. You can leave if you want, Luna. I know you're looking. You don't have to stay with me while I can finish my streams. This one's a little tangled, but I don't have it on a cardboard that like labels what it is, so I don't trust myself to remember its number. Need enough to go around a tiny little circle. That's probably enough. He's a sleepy girl Tuna. I've only got like 3 weeks of school left, which is exciting. And then I can go and work and then go back to school. My next term of school should be much more reasonable, I think is the best way to describe it, because it's a much more normal school day. Right now my earliest class starts at 3:30 and ends at 5, and my other classes start at 5. So too used to cross stitching. I keep tying these things like I do my cross stitch, and I'm like, that's not correct. Because I thread my needle differently for each. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this wing and stream. Get a snack. I'm a little munchy. Could go for like a fruit roll up, you know? There we go. That makes more sense. Also, I wore my coffee set earrings because it's a pitcher and like another pitcher and then some coffee cups because my shirt is a Kappa Cafe. I figured they'd win. I was like, I need earrings that match, and I figured these were the closest. I also need new headphones. These ones I've had for years, but only the right earbud works. It's fine. Sewing on tiny things like this is not fun. No. Oh no. There we go. You big yawn. Oh, good tuna. Good tuna. Such a cute girl. This is finicky, these tiny stitches. Tiny stitches through 2 to 3 layers of felt is not the most fun. Do not recommend. Honestly, just like hot glue these. Also, for my video, I was gonna make a video for December 6th, and God, I really hope I can, because the fabric I ordered was supposed to come Thursday, but I wasn't getting notifications from the shipper, and they couldn't find my address. And so I checked on Friday, because I'm like, when is it coming? It should be coming. And I was like, we need your address. So I think I fixed that, but I'm gonna check again, because then it was Friday, and like nothing does anything on Friday, and then the weekend. So I'm just gonna check again, maybe today, and then tomorrow. Because it's in Edmonton. It's here in the city. So like I should be able to get it, you know? But yeah, because I wanted to make fun cargo pants, patched cargo pants that I like slightly altered the pattern for last stream. I want to make those, but I also need to get the dye because nowhere I looked had the right fabric dye. Well, one store I had it, but it was like $10. And I'm like, I can get it for $7 from where I want it, from like Michael's, rather than like $10 from Fabricland. But I should check Michael's again, see if they have it, but see if any Michael's has it in Edmonton. Because I want the purple fabric dye. I don't want to buy like a red and blue and make purple, because then it won't turn out as nice. Oh, this thread's being all finicky. It still looks cute. It's being difficult on me. I just want to focus. You can kind of see. Oh, Kiki's delivery service, I see. Yeah, I recommend if you're ever doing felt tying, make bigger pieces. This is so small. It's difficult. It's still cute, and you're shoving a wing on here. I think. Yeah, the wing goes like there. So it's not a big deal. I'll do better on the eye stripe when I get there. I don't know. I'm running out of things. I'm almost done here. And then I'll have spent 2 hours doing very little. But like, I'll probably get this done today, honestly. If I get back around to it. I kind of want to work on the Minecraft painting though. That seems like more fun in my brain right now. Oh, that looks not great. It's not up to my standards. It's fine. I'll do the rest of it perfect. I don't know if you'll be able to see. It looks a little... Yeah, the stitching looks a little wonky, but it's fine. It's the best it's gonna get, I think. I'm not used to stitching through just soft felt. Duck. Half of a little bit of a duck. I need to get the eye stripe on as well. Eye stripe. I'll sew that guy on better, I think, but maybe less threads. Duck. I think that's it for today. My brain's not working too good anymore. I've gotten sleepy. Don't have any more conversation topics either. But I had fun. Thank you everyone for joining me and the new followers. I appreciate it. I still, at some point, I'm going to finish this guy. He's not done. At some point he'll be finished. What? What did I drop? Why is there black? Anyway. At some point he will be finished. Eventually. I'll get around to it at some point. I should be able to stream next weekend. I don't think I have anything going on. Next weekend, hopefully I'm half done my pants and like the fabric comes and I'm half done my pants, because not next weekend, the weekend after. Not okay, so the 6th. That's a little over 2 weeks from now. My video of my pants that I haven't started yet will come out hopefully. But other than that, I should be streaming on Sundays. I think I can do Sundays as long as I wake up earlier than I did today. I woke up a little late today. It's fine, but I think I should be able to. I think I can do streaming Sundays. This has been working pretty good for me. Yeah, I should. And like my work isn't even open on Sundays, so there's no way I could ever get scheduled then, so I should be able to work Sundays. But next Sunday will be after the party, so I don't know what I'm gonna be doing then. We'll see. Probably cross stitching, honestly. That's all I've been doing recently is cross stitching. Maybe I could maybe do some crochet. I don't know if, because I'm gonna have this done and my calcifer, so I don't really need to do any other felt things. It's either gonna be cross stitching or crochet next weekend, I think, or possibly hand stitching my friend's presents. I do have to do some hand stitching for those, and I can do those on camera. I mean, my one friend Riley sometimes in stream, but it's fine. I just won't do hers on camera. But I should be good. So yeah, Sundays have been working pretty good for me, so I should be able to do those just fine. So this was fun. I got not as much as I wanted done on the duck, but it was still a fun time. I had fun. Hope to see you all again. Follow me on social media, Saros_crafts on everything. There's links in all of my bios to all of my other accounts. I don't use most of them. I have a Twitter. I don't use it. Twitter's dying anyway, so like it's fine if I don't use it. I don't know. I use Instagram more. If you need to message me for any reason, Instagram's probably the best way. My personal Instagram is __ERIA__. If you want to see like outfits and stuff, that's where all of that is. My cosplay is Lynx Point Cosplay, LYNX_POINT_cosplay on Instagram if you want to look at my cosplay stuff. But what are you sniffing at? Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for staying and chatting. It's been fun. I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.